you know, getting tagged. You see what I fucking mean? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So if you're new, hello, welcome to my channel. If you're not new and you're returning, welcome back, girl. What's up? So this is the look I'm gonna do today. I'm rushing really bad right now because I'm on my way to an interview. I just wanted to kind of getting you guys in tune with the look. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this really quick, literally I did this in like 30 minutes, no cap. If you guys want to see, just keep on watching and like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more videos because I got that heat coming. So I started out with my brows already done because I'm in a rush. I'll tell you why later on in the video, but I'm just going to, if you guys want a updated video on how I do my brows, let me know in the comments down below. I will definitely get that out for you guys. It's really simple. I really do them pretty quick these days. Like, I'm like out of here with my makeup. I did a poll on Instagram and I wanted to see if you guys wanted me to do more talk throughs or you wanted me to do talk overs, or do you guys just want to do like, you know how the music in the background, like all therapeutic, like that's pretty interesting too. You know, sometimes I don't always want to hear people talk, I just want to watch the makeup. So I totally understand that. So I'm getting ready to go on an interview. The other day I was at the mall and I was in Ulta, and the way they had the Juvias Place set up, it was really confusing. And it wasn't the products that was confusing, it was where they had them and the names of them. And I just got a little discouraged because I felt like I needed help, and most of the workers were old people who didn't know much about makeup. Like, I can tell them about makeup more than they can tell me about it. So I got a little annoyed because I seen a whole bunch of customers walking around just, you know, looking for help. There's people who don't know how to do makeup. There's people who just need a little help. And there's people who know what they're talking about, but they need a little help. Long story short, that kind of pissed me off. And some of you guys know I used to work at Sephora. So it's just a need to just go up to people and help them. So that's what I was doing. But no one seen me, like the manager or anything like that. But what I did was, I seen some lady, she just kind of gave me like boss energy. She had like a pink blazer and she just was like, not bossing everyone around in a mean way, but she was just, you could just tell she was the manager. So I walked up to the actor like, hey, are you the manager here? And she was like, yeah, like what's going on? I said, I don't know what you guys have going on with your staff, or today is just a bad day, but you know, I really wish that I had someone who knew what they were talking about to help me. I'm pretty much advanced in makeup, but I know I've seen a bunch of people who needed help and didn't have any help, or help that I know they needed. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're asking what foundation should they get, and your employees are just putting them anywhere. I didn't say all that, but I was just like, you know, I don't know what's going on with your, you know, staff or anything like that, but it does seem to me like you guys need help. And you know, I do have experience in Sephora. I do have, I do makeup, I do YouTube. I was just, you know, going on about my achievements and things like that that I accomplished with makeup. And she was feeling me. Like, she was just like, oh, I love the way you came up to me. I love the way you're like, you know, going, I love the way you're just, she just was like, I love the way you came up to me. And then my home screen is a picture of me with the bun that I have and the brown like eyeshadow. That's my home screen. So she seen that as we were talking. She's like, that's you? I was like, yeah, because, you know, we have the mask on. She was like, wow, she's like, your work looks so amazing or whatever. Then I showed her my Instagram. I hope you guys can hear me because that truck is pretty loud. I showed her my Instagram and she was just like, oh, we're gonna love you here. You know, can you come in tomorrow for an interview? I was like, duh, like, why not? So that's what I'm getting ready for. So I'm trying to hurry up, but I realized that I didn't tell y'all what products I use. But just now I use my Nars concealer in caramel, and I'm using the new Maybeline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer in the shade 335. I know y'all hear that. I'm just gonna try talking over it, but Yeah, I live in New York City. It's baking today, so I'm really not trying to do, I wouldn't, on a regular, I would not put on makeup today because it's really hot. But for the sake of this interview, I need to show in and show out. So I'm gonna do a light beat. There's so much going on in my background. Things like this is what makes me not want to record my get ready with me's, like, or any type of talk throughs, because there's just so much in my background. And night, for some reason, it's not good for me to record at all. So my lighting is just weird. So the best time for me to record is during the day, but during the day, they have all this construction going and stuff like that, so it's a bit challenging. So now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. I'm just gonna use this for a little highlight, just a little bit. Let that dry, and then I'm gonna contour while that's, you know, getting tacky. You see what I fucking mean? Do you see what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Ooh, okay. But I was really proud of myself for how I went up to her. See, the thing with me is I have always been that way. I will walk up to a manager and ask for a job. I will let them know that I'm the best employee they about to have. I'm not afraid to do those things. What had happened was, if some of you guys don't know, my mom passed away 3 years ago. So funny, it's a little background story. It's so funny though, when she was in the hospital, like, this is literally like, I think the day before she passed, she was in the hospital, and I was applying to jobs, but I couldn't afford to have my phone on at that moment. So when I was applying, I gave them her number. They called her the day before she died and was like, you know, we want to interview you, yada, 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 yada. I'll get into how my mom passed and all that another time. That'll be another video. I see this as a blessing now that it's 3 years later. I was blessed enough to have a death talk. You know, so she had like this talk with us. She was just like, you know, take care of yourself, be great, that type of talk. Like, it was crazy. But they called her and told her that, but after having that talk with her, I wasn't even in the mood to contact them back to set up a schedule. I just wasn't in the right space because of that talk and what she was told us. I was just pretty all over the place, so I didn't call them back. I never actually called them back. But when I did apply, I applied to other Sephoras as well. I didn't just apply to that one. So one of them ended up calling me back literally maybe 3 weeks after she passed away. So I seen that as, okay, she's giving me another opportunity, so I took the job. I was super excited. I felt like, wow, like, this is my dream job. And it's bittersweet because mom's not here. You know, I used to do her makeup and like stuff like that, but I kind of thought it was her, like, telling me, girl, get this job, you know, like, still continue to be okay. So I took it. And where I messed up at is I should have took time to grieve my mom. I just literally went right into work mode. Those 3 weeks, it took us about 3 weeks to bury her. So literally after we buried her, I started working. So I never got a chance to process that company, that extra company that's been there. They leave. So it was just it was like literally life without her. So it was just really emotional for me. I don't want to get emotional right now, but it was really a tough time for me. I ended up working that job about 2 months. When her birthday came around, July 19th, she passed away in April. 2 months later, I'm all over the place. It's just really rough for me at the time. And we were doing makeup together, so like it would be a certain palette. I forgot what palette came out, but it just reminded me of her. They had this pretty gold sparkly color, and it reminded me of her. And I just went in the bathroom and I was crying. And that right there had me like, okay, you need to take a minute. And it wasn't good to be trying to work and handle that. So I ended up quitting. But I knew what was best for me emotionally. So that's what I did, because I just knew that, girl, if you continue on like this, you're gonna hurt yourself. Back to what we originally were talking about. Anytime I go into one of those stores or anything like that, I always go back to the same Sephora. Like, after a year after that happened, maybe a year and a half, I always go back to that Sephora. Whenever I'm there, I always be asking my job back. Like, the thing about that Sephora is, I ain't gonna lie, they were pretty crappy. So they constantly had new managers, new employees or something like that. So that every time I went and kind of was like trying to get my job back, it was a new manager who didn't know who the fuck I was. I'm like, oh my God. And then there was this one guy there, his name was Chris, who I came one time and I asked him for my job back. I didn't really, well, I asked him for my job back, but it was before COVID, and this was a time where they weren't really hiring, so they were just like, you know, trying to brush me off about it. But he was just like, yo, you were such a good employee. Like, when I tell y'all, when I was working at Sephora, nobody wanted to go to anybody else. They wanted my opinion. They wanted me to pick their foundation. I was like that person there. So, and I was such a good worker. I had a pretty good reputation at that Sephora. So when I seen this opportunity, when I got this opportunity, I was just like, thank you, God. Like, oh wow, it really worked. So I'm about to go in here and kill this interview. I was doing the darn thing, but it was just what I was going through personally. I couldn't continue with that. So I'm sorry, I'm like talking so much that I'm not telling y'all my products, but you guys know everything will be everything will be in the description box down below. Just now I used my Beauty Bakery powder. I used a translucent one, but I do have a new powder that I wanted to try, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. This baby right here. Ooh, look at her, she's so expansive. She's expansive. Look at that. She's so many even more. It's so freaking gorgeous. Like, this is how her packaging is. So when I pull out this bronzer, I feel like bitch. And this is in the number 3 and tan. So I'm gonna try this out. It's my first time trying it. Oh my God, gorgeous. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a little bit of I'm going to go in with my Juvias Place palette, the Warrior 2. This is how it looks outside, and then the inside, so beautiful. We're gonna mix these two. I don't want anything too heavy. Like, I don't want to go full eyeshadow. Like I said, it is very hot outside. So I'm just gonna do a smoky. Y'all know smoky is my thing. And the lashes that I'm using are from Ardell. They're the studio ones, but they're the super wispy ones. It's the white package, not the black package, the white package. And it says like so wispy or super wispy, something like that. Okay, let me do eyeliner because I know that this one is pretty, like, not even on, but I really don't have time to take it off. And this is the Maybeline eyeliner in Hyper Easy. It's the automatic pencil liner in the shade Black. I'm just gonna take my bronzer brush and just take it on the side of my nose. I'm not gonna fully go in and like contour my nose. That's just a little hacky hack if you didn't know that by now. Okay, so all I did was take my hair down. So I'm gonna take matte cork liner. I freaking love cork. Like, look at that. I love cork. A good dupe for that is the NYX Downtown Beauty. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trio in the shade Peachy Love. Looks like this. I love this blush. Oh, why did I do that? What the fuck? See, when you're in a rush, you start doing crazy shit. Now I'm going to go in with my highlight. I'm all over the place. I'm really rushing. I got like 5 minutes to get out this door. I'm going in with the Juvias Place lip liner in the shade Brownie, and I'm just going to darken my lip liner up a little bit. I'm not gonna do the whole lip. I'm just gonna do the outline of it. You'll see. See, just to give it like that super brown effect. And I'm gonna go in with Kylie lip gloss and Go Cute, or So Cute. It's so little, I cannot see what the word is, but it looks like this. I love her glosses. So, like, look how pigmented that is. My God, it's so fire. But I'm not gonna leave like that. All right, so I'm really feeling this Dior lipstick right now. This is in the shade 354. It's the lipstick, and not lipstick, it's lip gloss. Not the exfoliator, but the lip gloss. I am literally in a rush. I cannot. So I'm gonna go get dressed and I'll come back. Okay, so this is the finished product. Don't worry about the lashes, y'all. They're messed up. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video because it's on and popping. My content is about to be lit for real.